So I noticed that my cruise control would turn on, but I couldn't set the speed. And I also noticed that when I took the key out of the car, the brake light stayed on, and I want to show you how to fix that. Okay, most problems with the brake lights come from a brake light switch that most cars have under the dashboard. And you go under there, it's pretty hard, it's pretty tight, so you're going to have to be real flexible to go under there. And as you can see, this little black item with the two nuts that I'm showing on the right, that is the brake light switch, and you can adjust that. Now this one seems to have a problem. So the way this works is when the brake is not pressed, the plunger is slightly pushed in, and that allows the light to be turned off. And when you push the brake in, the plunger actually comes out, and that's when the lights turn on. It's kind of the opposite of what you'd think it should do. So here's the switch that goes bad for the brake light, and took this one nut off by using this wrench. It's a 13mm wrench. I want you to know that I replaced the switch and it still had the same problem. It wound up not being the switch. It wound up being where the switch's plunger connects to the brake. There was a little piece of plastic that actually broke apart, and I'll show you it here. I advise that you put like some kind of cushion down before you start removing that switch, because it hurts your knees and it's going to be really hard to get into that small confined area. Okay, so the part I had to order is going to take a couple of days. It's called a stopper rubber. It's basically a brake stop. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to show you this diagram here, and I'm going to use a penny with some tape just to make sure I can drive the car during the time I'm waiting for this part to come in. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable to work under this thing, but I'll see what I can show. Alright, if you can see it, it's right here, up here. It's like a silver hole, and when you put on the brake, it plunger moves up. So it's not that impossible to get to, but it is very uncomfortable. You're going to get muscle aches under here. The thing with this is maybe put the connector on first before you put the device back in the hole. That way it'd be easier. So since it's going to take a few days to get that part, I decided to just do a short-term solution for now, and I put a penny with some tape on top of that plunger plate where the plunger connects, and then you got to adjust the nuts appropriately so that you could tell when the lights are on and off when you're testing the brake lights. But basically I have a short-term solution here with a penny and some tape, and when I get the new piece, I'll just take that penny and tape out and replace it with the new piece. It's pretty easy to do. So if your brake lights won't turn off, or if you want to know how to fix brake lights that won't turn off, this video might help you. A lot of times the brake lights are stuck on and causes all kinds of problems. It also stops the cruise control from working. So if you try to use your cruise